Hello everyone. So this time I have a Tryndamere top lane commentary against Maokai. Personally, I believe that Maokai is a pretty easy lane for Tryndamere because Maokai early game takes a lot of mana and Tryndamere is good at sustaining. So as long as you can sustain through the early game without feeding, then it should be pretty easy for you to 1v1 the maokai, and it should be easy for you to push the maokai in. Wow, like honestly, when I was playing this game, I didn't even know they were just sitting inside the bush right there. I got so lucky. Wow, I didn't even know they were there. But yeah, like I was saying, guys, I always try to protect the jungler for my jungler, but this game, they were sitting in that bush, unfortunately. Anyways, so I'm gonna turn this off, turn Fog of War off. Anyway, so early game, especially level 1, what I'm trying to do is, obviously because I'm Tryndamere and I do a lot of damage with my auto attacks, and Maokai is someone that is pretty weak early on, right? Maokai needs his level 3 before he can really do anything. So what I'm doing is just pushing the wave, and then as soon as I see Maokai, I'm gonna try to outlet him, like right here. And I guess this fucking Graves with yeah, I tried to kill this Maokai before I died because you're not gonna outrun a Graves with red. It's just not gonna happen. Unfortunately. For me, I didn't kill Maokai. I was pretty sad about that one. But yeah, I guess Graves just took my Shauna's blue red buff and then just like instantly came level 2 gank me and cheese me. Anyway, doesn't matter if the Graves cheeses me, I'm still gonna fuck this Maokai. So I just pinged to my jungler that Graves has no flash and Maokai has no flash. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit actually. So Maokai's gonna TP back to lane. I'm just gonna ignore him, give him a couple of auto attacks, ignore him, push it under tower, and then push the next wave under tower. So I can reset the wave. You see how the wave is on his side of the map right now? But if I am able to successfully push my minion wave into the tower, it's going to create a slow push towards me because the tower is going to kill some of my minions off. I wasn't successful in pushing it, but Maokai's Q is AoE. So you see what happens right here is that we have same amount of minions, but it's on his side of the map instead of in the middle of the map, so it's going to slowly push towards me, right? So what I could have done is just sit back, let it push to me, and then just set up a freeze and try to deny this Maokai. However, I think I saw Graves somewhere. Wait, where is Graves? Yeah, so I think I saw Graves right here over the ward. If we go back just a little bit. Yeah, so I see the Graves right here. So that's why I decided to go aggressive and push him under tower. Like, he uses his thing. And just kill him, basically. Like, this guy is an AP tank sitting there trying to trade autos with the Tryndamere. So yeah, once again, I'm just gonna go back a little bit. So this guy has no mana, right? He just procced his Courage of the Colossus, so he doesn't have that anymore. Remember, he has no flash. He has no flash. So the only way for him to run away is just literally just running. Okay, and if he runs, I can use my W and slow him, right? he already used his knock-up. So the only thing he has now is his root. But the problem with his root is that he just comes to me, right? So I can just keep autoing him. So in this case, you see he uses his root on me. And he has no mana. And he's sitting there trying to trade autos with me. So obviously I'm just gonna kill him. Once again, this is the concept of wasting your cooldowns, right? Like over here, maokai wasted his Courage of the Colossus cooldown and his knockup cooldown. So don't do that, guys. It's the same thing against the Talon, right? When he's wasting his Q and W to get onto me, and then I'm like, oh, okay, you're just dead. It's the same concept, guys. It's exactly the same thing when I'm talking about, like, when Darius wastes his Q on the minions, and then you dash in, you try to go for trades. It's the same concept, guys. It's abusing enemy cooldown windows. Anyway, speed it up a little bit. Gonna go back to lane. At this point, game is fucking over. I already have the sustain. Like, game's over already. This maokai only has 12 farm. I've been zoning him, pushing him under tower. He can't last hit perfectly, etc., etc. Like, once again, this guy wasting his, like, dashes on me and his Courage of the Colossus on me. Now he doesn't have Courage of the Colossus anymore. He just wastes his knockup. Just auto him. And then he uses his W to dash back into me, which is a mistake by his command. A mistake by this player. And I just kill him, basically. It's really, really easy stuff. Like, Tryndamere versus maokai is really easy as soon as we get level 4, basically. If you don't get ganked. There's nothing this maokai really can do to you. And you just out-sustain him. So let's see, I went for Zeal. After all, it gives you attack speed and critical chance. Right here, I'm just bullying this guy because I have sustain, he doesn't. So if I'm able to waste his mana for my HP, it's 100% worth it. Once again, this is the concept of, you know, trading your HP for mana. Over here, he wastes his root. Essentially, he just wastes his skills. So I was able to just kill him on their tower with my ultimate. Once again, guys, this is the concept of, you know, trading your HP for their mana, right? And over here, I see an opportunity, so I just teleport back to lane and just set up a freeze. Once again, the lane's frozen on my side of the map. Maokai's gonna come back, and he's gonna get zoned. He has no flash, right? I'm not sure where this guy is. But I'm setting up a slow push right now. Because I have my ultimate back up. So once he comes back to lane, once he shows back to lane, I'm gonna kill him again. And try to deny him a lot of minions. Textbook League of Legends, guys. Try to push this under tower. And then just tower dive him. He wastes his roots. I'm not sure where the mid laner and the enemy jungler is, so I don't tower dive him anymore. But he wasted his root right there. That was a really, really, really good opportunity to tower dive him. Especially when I have my flash. Anyway, just constantly push him in, so he has no other way but to farm on their tower and waste his mana. Keep him in check. I'm constantly pushing him under tower so he can't really TP, right? You see my team is fighting bottom, but he can't really teleport because his tower is getting pressured and he has no mana. So even if he does teleport, there's nothing he can really do about it. He wastes his root right here. He's like out of mana now. So I'll probably tower dive him, especially since he doesn't have Courage of the Colossus anymore. And he even wasted his flash. So once again, guys, It's like abusing cooldowns, right? Constantly pushing them on their tower, so you trade like HP for their mana, so they have to last it with skills and mana and everything. Once they're out of mana, once they're out of cooldowns, you exploit that weakness. Over here, just disrespect him, trying to force him to push the wave, and then maybe try to set up a freeze. Oh, I don't even try to freeze anymore. I just want to farm and then just probably go back and get my static shiv, because static shiv is a huge power spike. Yep. So I go back, probably get my static shiv. Yeah. And look at that, guys. Like 118 farm against 47 farm. This guy is getting wrecked. Once again, right? Trade your HP for their mana because you have sustain and they don't. I'll sustain the enemy, right? Try to exploit or abuse their cooldowns. And then once you abuse their cooldowns, go for good trades. And after that, just tower dive them once they're low, or they're out of mana, or they're out of cooldowns. Essentially, that's what it is. And after you win your lane, you know, you just try to ward up the top side of the enemy jungle, and just try to pressure the enemy top laner as hard as you can, while like stealing the enemy farm if you can, right? Like when you're not pushing the lanes, you're killing the jungle. And Maokai goes like mid, his tower is gone. He gets denied so many minions, and his tower is gone. Pressure, guys. That's how it is. Farm Graves jungle. I was gonna kill the Graves, but LeBlanc showed up, so I had to flash away, unfortunately. But that's fine. I have cooldown boots. I've started using cooldown boots a lot because it reduces the cooldown on flash. And Tryndamere's a huge problem is mobility, right? So you want to have your flash up as soon as possible. So that's why I've been starting to get cooldown boots now. And honestly, like it has its pros and cons. If you have Merc Threads, you can stack Merc Threads with that Iron Potion, whatever it's called, that gives you like 25% tenacity and 35% tenacity, so you got like 60% tenacity. So that's pretty good on Trend, especially when you have like some cooldown reduction, so your spin is up in like 4 seconds and you have like 60% tenacity. So that's really, really good. If not, then getting cooldown reduction boots is good as well because it reduces the cooldown on your flash. Once again, what I'm doing right here is I'm trying to snowball my lead into other lanes, right? I already took top lane, so I'm just going to bottom lane and trying to push bottom towers. Now, because I already pushed out top lane, right, my team can just group up somewhere else while I pressure bottom lane. And over here, my team just like collapse on them. We just kill them. Shyvana dove a little bit too deep, and then we take bottom tower. TP top for that huge wave. Try to deny this Maokai my tower. And just keep pushing. Over here I ping my team that Graves is missing. And then just kill this Maokai. Yeah. After I kill him, I'm gonna take top tower. My team's fighting bottom, and they're like dying bottom, but I'm perfectly fine with that, because as long as I can kill this Maokai and take this tower and inhibitor, it's 100% worth. Over here I made the mistake. I kind of overstayed. I honestly thought that I could kill this Vayne, but LeBlanc showed up, obviously. Like, it's always the fucking cockblockers. But yeah, so I traded 1 for 1, which isn't like the end of the world. And also, gave Vayne shutdown, I think. Yeah, so that was pretty poor. Oh, it was not Vayne, it was LeBlanc. I gave LeBlanc shutdown, which is kind of unfortunate, so that was my mistake, actually. I kind of overstayed. But that's fine, I just go back. Now I get my Black Cleaver, as well as my Mortal Reminder, because Vayne has, Lifesteal. What's it called? The thing? Warlord's Bloodlust. And Graves has Lifesteal. He's gonna build Lifesteal afterwards. Tom Kench has like healing. Maokai is mostly healing. So that's why I went for Mortal Reminder, because it's going to reduce the healing on the enemy team. And this Maokai is stacking strictly armor, so if I want to split push against this guy, I need some armor pen. So that's why I went for Black Cleaver and Mortal Reminder. Black Cleaver for the cooldown as well as the Phage passive, and Mortal Reminder just for that flat armor pen. Anyways, over here, like, Shyvana kind of made a mistake. Like, she just fucking dove too hard and died. Because I was telling Shyvana, hey Shyvana, we can two-man Baron. But apparently, this Shyvana didn't want a two-man Baron, so I had to do it with Jhin. But Jhin doesn't have attack speed, so we did it a little bit slower, and because of that, I fucking died. But my team still got Baron, though, so it's worth. Over here, just poking this LeBlanc. I have sustain, so don't matter. Yeah, this game is a little bit hard because it's hard to split push against the LeBlanc and the Vayne. Because Vayne, when she's chasing after you, she gains movement speed, right? And LeBlanc has like fucking triple dashes. And with a Tahm Kench ulti, it's really hard. Over here, Maokai dashes onto me, that's a mistake. And over here, I get fucking outplayed. I just got outplayed so hard. But it's okay, my team were able to get the top lane inhibitor while I was zoning 4 people on the enemy team. And that's it, guys. Basically just play the map. And this Vayne was dumb as fuck. Just gets like one shot by the Jhin. Anyway, now top lane is pushing by itself. I'm just gonna TP bottom lane, try to keep up the pressure. Meanwhile, my team should be pressuring mid. I don't know why they're coming bottom. They should be pressuring mid. They had pressured mid earlier. You see they have minions right here. If they just keep pressuring this tower, I should be able to get this tower for free. But it's fine. You know, while I'm zoning the enemy, my team was able to get the tower. So I guess it was okay. But it could have been a better push if my team was pushing mid and I was pushing bottom. But, you know, it is what it is. You can't really expect your team to do much, especially when you're playing solo queue. So it is what it is. Now, let's see what I buy. I bought Blade of the Rune King because, you see, Maokai has Randuin's Omen, which reduces attack speed, but as well as reduces critical strikes. So against something like that, what you want to do is you just want to stack attack speed and unhit effects, which is Blade of the Rune King. And also Blade of the Rune King's slow helps as well. And over here I get fucking outplayed by the Tahm Kench. I didn't expect the fucking Tahm Kench to just sit in this bush right here. Because like, no one ever does that. No one ever fucking sits in that bush. Like, they're probably like rotating from over here, but I had a ward right here so I can see him if he rotates. Right, but the dude just fucking sat in that bush. So I just died like that, which is unfortunate. And then my Shyvana going too deep. So this game, I made a lot of mistakes, obviously, but like my team made a lot of mistakes as well, like overstaying, like diving too deep and dying for no reasons too. I mean, I did that too. Like I did that twice, like bottom lane. So I can't really say much, but, you know, it is what it is. Over here we get a pick on the Tahm Kench. I don't know why he decides to flash. Like, he's not going to outrun me. I have 40% CDR. So we get a pick on the LeBlanc and the Tahm Kench, so that is a free Baron for us. Like, meanwhile, my team's fucking not knowing what to do. We finally group up. We get this Baron. And then after we secure this Baron, it's fucking game over, basically, because they have opening hibs. All we gotta do is just textbook League of Legends, guys. So over here, I see that LeBlanc shows up, so I just fucking dash away. But my Victor just one-shots them. Then I just kill Maokai, I kill Tahm Kench. Like, Graves isn't even worth my time, so I'm not even gonna chase after him. And then I just surrender. So once again, guys, textbook League of Legends. You know, you want to try to essentially apply pressure as soon as level 1, or like, right, remember, like, I push the lane and then I see maokai coming and immediately I start hitting on him because I was able to build field free fury, right? And because maokai is pretty weak early game and I'm Trynd, I was able to get him ridiculously low. However, I got fucking cheesed by Graves, which is unfortunate. However, besides that, you know, you try to abuse enemy cooldown windows, right? And try to manipulate the minion wave into your advantage. Try to zone the enemy for CS as well as experience. And just try to pressure their towers. And that's pretty much it. Once again, remember, guys, if your team is fighting bottom side, right? And if you're pressuring their tower, they won't be able to TP. Because if they do TP, not only are they losing out on a bunch of minions, they're also losing out on the fucking tower. Right? So that's the pros of pressuring. However, if you're pressuring too hard, you're susceptible to ganks. So you make sure that you have pressure somewhere else on the map as well. So even if you do get ganked, your team is able to get like a bottom tower or get a dragon in return as well. So things like that. And then after that, just textbook League of Legends. You know, split push, right? From enemy jungle, ward up the enemy jungle, and then snowball your lead into other lanes, push other lanes, and then just pressure the map, play the map, right? Push down towers, like inhibitor towers, push down inhibitors, get the free barons, right? Because if you have pressure, if you have minions pushing through the wave, the enemy team is stuck in the base. And then just get the free barons. And then after that, just textbook League of Legends, just push, guys. Play the map, pressure the map, and that's about it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful, and goodbye.